Well, we are still very early into the 2026 season, but there are already a few trends starting to take shape. And one that's showing up for the Twins is a lack of efficiency from their starting rotation. This has been an issue for this team in previous years. And through the first handful of games this season, we're seeing some of the same patterns pop up again. So far, Taj Bradley's outing on Thursday was the only time a Twin starter has completed 6 innings this season. And even that came with a bit of a caveat. He needed 100 pitches to get through 6 innings, and that's with 21 total pitches across his final 2 innings. So while he did technically give them some length, it wasn't what you would call efficient length. And when you look at the rest of this Twins rotation, the pattern becomes even more noticeable. Joe Ryan threw just 4 innings on Wednesday night. Bradley in his first start, which is 4 1/3. Bailey Ober gave them only 4 in his first start on Sunday. And Mick Abel, even though it wasn't technically a start, he came in out of the bullpen after Bailey Ober. He needed 81 pitches to record just 10 outs. Now, at the moment, that might not be a huge issue. The Twins have had a couple days off built into their early schedule, so their bullpen is still relatively fresh, but that's not going to last. They don't have another off day now until April 16th, and if this trend of short outings continues, it's going to start putting a lot more stress on the bullpen. And it's also worth pointing out this isn't entirely on the starting pitching. Defense plays a role in this too, because when you're not converting routine plays, innings are going to get extended, pitch counts are going to climb, and suddenly your starter, who could have gotten you through 5 or 6, is out of the game in the fourth or the fifth. Wednesday night is a perfect example of that. There was a tailor-made double play ball hit right to Victor Caratini at first base. Should have been an easy 2 outs to start the inning. Instead, you got a throwing error, and now there's nobody out, 2 runners on base. That was then followed by a walk and a strikeout that should have ended the inning with no further damage. But instead of getting out of it, the inning kept going, and you have bases loaded with 1 out. And the next at bat, of course, results in a grand slam, and the Twins wind up losing that game by 4. That's the ripple effect in all this. One mistake can turn into a much longer inning, which of course turns into more pitches, which turns into an early exit for your starter, which then forces your bullpen to cover even more ground. And that leads to the other major issue here. When your starters aren't efficient, you're asking a lot more from your bullpen. And that's not ideal for any team, especially for a group that already has some serious question marks heading into the season. If you're consistently needing at least 4 innings from your bullpen every single night, you're going to run out of fresh arms very quickly. And when that happens, not only does performance usually dip, but the injury risk also starts to shoot up. So there's a lot that goes into this. Some of it falls on your starting rotation. You got to work deeper into counts, put hitters away a little bit quicker. But some of it also falls on the defense, just not making the routine plays and unnecessarily extending innings. But regardless of where the blame lands, the end result is all the same. The Twins need more length from their starting rotation because if they don't start getting it, this is the kind of issue that can snowball very quickly. And over the course of a long season, that's not a trend that leads to good results. But that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Twins content. But until next time, I'm Sam Calder, and I'm out.